Okay, they go to Facebook,
All right.
but you two are working. If not, then we'll keep it going.
I'll keep it
Oh, there we
moving.
go.
All
There we go.
right.
All right, Omaha, the birds are blessed. Like I said, we got a new show, uh, Debt
That
Diva.
diva.
Now, how do you come up with that name, man? I'm gonna interview her for a second.
Please do. I appreciate that.
Where'd you get the name Debt Diva?
Well, I always played around with some of the different characters, and that resonated with me because what a lot of people don't know about me is that I grew up hood.
Uh-huh.
And when I transferred into more of a professional role with finances,
Okay.
I like folks to understand that I can relate with the trenches of anything,
Right.
all the way to the White House, Black House, whatever you want to call it.
Right.
I've been able to dance with all types of people
Right.
in
Right.
all industries, and being wealthy and managing our money is not just for the rich. It's
Right.
for all of us.
Right.
So the debt diva, I'm a diva at the core of me.
Yeah.
That's who I am.
Okay, cool. I like that. I like that. And plus, this is Black Friday. She is a business too. We love to represent those, those that are not, I don't say small business, mom and pops.
Come
I say
on.
mom and pops because
Yes.
mom and pops are big in the community. So when mama to pull up, oh, she ain't come by herself. So of course you're a diva. Everybody can see it.
You think?
But that's a good thing. That's a good thing.
But that's who I am.
Yeah, that's a good thing because our young ladies need a model,
They come on,
excellence.
talk about
They
it.
need a model excellence.
Yeah,
And the diva is one that love herself.
indeed.
No one's gonna step on her.
No,
But she also has a loving heart.
indeed, I do. And I think that's the thing. We have one wise person told me we have some sovereign history within all of us that we don't have to get rid of.
Right.
We can bring our authentic self to the table, and you will see a lot more doors open
Right.
that were sometimes closed.
Mhm.
We try to fit in a lot of times when folks are just waiting for us to show up. We all have gifts and talents.
Without a doubt. And I've been telling everybody this year we got to brag off God.
Come on.
And how we brag off God is manifesting
That's right.
our God skills.
Yes, that's it right there. Because he put them in all of us.
Without a doubt. So brag off your God skills. It's not bragging off like you arrogant or nothing.
Mm-mm.
No, everybody they all trying to
Everybody got a
separate.
purpose.
They don't try to separate God for no. Give God credit. You know what I mean?
All
Give
the
God-
glory.
And it's tough being great.
Mm-hmm.
It's tough being disciplined, y'all. And that's why we only got a few great people because it's tough being disciplined.
Yeah, we're not perfect.
Yeah, and I'm only today I feel real good. I'm about 89% saved today.
See, he's 89, so you
Yeah.
bumped the number of
Yeah,
what,
about
like 9%?
4%.
Because I think you were 80%.
Yeah, I usually stay about 85.
Okay.
I'm a
About
B plus
85?
dude.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm a B plus type of saver type of guy.
You are not going to worry me.
But
I try to stay in the 90s, but trust me, I can relate.
Yeah. I'm praying I get in the 90s one day.
God's
But
good.
no, but I'm in the B area for sure.
Nah, right.
So no, but we put it in practice, like what you do. You do outreach and you facilitate, and this is the type of shows that we want on our network. So
Right.
we can save our community. God said we are destroyed because of lack of knowledge. God is smart. I don't know because y'all be chasing the dollars and cents. That don't make sense to me. We should be chasing, knowledge and love. That's going to create the longevity.
Indeed.
Like
No, I agree. It's important because anytime you're dealing with money, you can be up one day and the next day down.
Okay.
And if your worth is just your bank account,
Mm-hmm.
you better look at what some of these celebrities and different people are going through.
Right.
It's the knowledge piece, like you said.
West Hall. Shouts out to West Hall. He's out there still doing his thing out in the West Coast. Pun his name. He always taught, and he still teach that you are the money.
Mm-hmm.
You the money, baby.
We are.
You're the value.
Yes.
Because when you go to a job, they looking for your time, your experience, your knowledge, and they're taking all that to work for them. And they're taking you actually it's your time and your intellect. So you the money. If you wasn't there, well, nobody be there in order to move whatever mechanism that's there um, to work at.
Right.
So you the money, and so you the value. And once you change your mindset in regards to debt and credit,
Yes,
then your like I said, your value goes up.
it does. And we don't know everything, right? Even the certified financial planners and CPAs that I work with, they don't know everything. I ran a tax office for a few years. We did not know everything. There's millions of tax laws. We have to work together. We have to get second opinions, and we have to get knowledge. Right. We don't have to be certified or licensed in these areas, but we have to know what we're signing off on. And we have to take the time to pull back and slow down and manage the money piece.
Okay, now, can your teachings save a marriage?
Oh, indeed. Most marriages turn into divorce because of financial
that's what
issues.
I'm saying. She also saved marriages too. So she got a marriage counselor degree. I don't know.
You think the teaching of finances can't? Well, I'll give you one thing that keeps a lot of us separated when we're married is separate bank accounts. But we can go into that in some private meetings if you like to.
Right. You know, I love to use satire and you know, being on the bus and being around mothers that crow on you, boy, you got to think quick. And the boys club, boy, so boy, they be crowing on you all day if you can't think quick.
He said crowing. You know, King is telling his age, but you know I can relate.
So, no, yes, Brother Watts is a new show. So quick to action. No, yeah, heck yeah. But you know, Miss Laana Solutions, she's been on me actually for years.
I have.
I'm the slow.
I don't give up though.
I'm the slow one. See. I like to watch people persevere because my elders make sure that I put some work in to show that I'm serious about what I'm saying I want to do.
Right. And you did circle back and you said, you know what? It's time. And when you said that, I think we were wrapping up 2024 or just stepping into 2025. I said, I'm ready.
Yeah, what I got. No job in 2025. I've been asking my women. Oh, yeah, my women. Especially, y'all need to go back to the 70s, baby.
Come on.
All with the poofs and the afro puffs and the bald heads, the bald heads with the Grace Jones. Beautiful. And the stripes and the polka dots and the bell bottoms. Oh, come on now.
It's time for another 70s party.
Oh, it's time for individuality. You know what I mean? And the women back in the 20s, the black women in the 20s too, y'all had style too. But we from the 1900s, you know that? We from the 1900s. Can you fathom that?
Yeah, right.
That's like we're in the last century, y'all. No.
King ain't telling my age.
Okay.
He's from the 1900s.
Yeah, I'm from the 1900s. That's all right. So we're bringing that type of wisdom, that type of experience.
We are.
And you might as well utilize it. You might as well use life. Like I said, God said we destroy because of lack of knowledge. And God is never wrong. He or she is always right. Period. And so I'm so happy that Miss Laana's solution was ready. She stays ready because you know what?
I don't have to get ready.
Right, she stays ready because she here, teaching. And we got warriors like that, like a BC, like a Martine.
Come on now, Martine,
we got months like that that's just always teaching.
Always. Earl Johnson.
Yeah, always nonstop. That's just the essence.
Come on, David Newsom. William King.
Right out, baby. so we're looking for you, those that have that same essence, that same drive. We all got different disciplines.
We do.
But that's why we like puzzles, right? Mm-hmm. That's why we like puzzles. I told you we're smart over here. I study a lot of ologies. But I'm not smarter than Laana Solution because I still working on, I I still's working on my credit, master.
Hey, that's why I'm here, boss.
I
boss.
still need some discipline.
Hey, I love it.
So, do you teach that young lady that have 5 credit cards, or that young man that's first year of college and got his first credit card?
Oh yeah, I teach them all.
Okay.
From the youth, from back in the days when I was going up in Girls Inc., talking with the youngsters, maybe they were 9, 10, 11, and 12, and I would let them know. And even at Urban League, when I talk to the girls annually, I let them know, you are never too young, number one, to make money, and number two, to save it and manage it, right? Because we're doing hair, we're babysitting,
right?
And then the person with that first credit card who's being solicited before he can even get out of high school, they think a lot of times that's free money, and it's not.
I had that, and they got me.
Radio Shack got me. Now I'm telling my age.
They can.
Do we even have a Radio Shack?
Come back, Radio Shack. Come back.
I'm gonna do 19 years old with a Radio Shack line of credit. You wanna know what I did?
Got you some trinkets.
I bought my 2-year-old son, because 1-year-old child couldn't even ride it. One of them big yellow Hummer automobile remote control type cars.
Okay.
So I had no idea what I was doing. I was just spending the money that I thought at the time, this is just free money. All I gotta pay is $20 a month.
They get the cell phone, early cell phones they got. That's how they got you.
Yeah.
Omaha. So now we got someone that'll keep you out of all those traps.
Indeed.
You know, because this is real life, y'all.
It is.
You need to hear real life scenarios.
We gotta talk about it.
You
gotta get real with it.
And so I just kind of just want to just introduce her to you guys, for those that might not know, but you're gonna know without a doubt. And so if you want to become a sponsor, like I said, we'll run an ad during our show. Like I said, we reach 1 million people every second, and we want to make sure that we use the seconds that God give us. See, we sell seconds over here. I don't create seconds. God creates the seconds. And so I want to make sure that we are great stewards of the seconds that God's given us, without a doubt.
Yes, indeed. No, I agree. It's important.
So if you are, and we talked about this on Monday, Making Money Monday, as far as the behaviors that make money, not dollars and cents, the behaviors that make dollars and cents.
Yes.
As you touched on it, saving and investment, collective economics. I think the best system of them all. And I want to hear the guru opinion. I'm going to call her.
Oh, the guru.
What system is the best system? Is it communism? Is it socialism? Is it capitalism? Or is it mutualism?
It's familyism.
Familyism?
We need to start having these meetings and these conversations first at home. And once we start that, then when we get in school and some of these other arenas, we've already been taught and trained up how to handle it. So when we step into the bank, right, or we get the mailing from Capital One, et cetera, asking us to sign our name on the dotted line, we take a step back, because what people don't understand is when you're taking out credit, you are stepping into a covenant with these banks. And you are promising something that you might not be able to deliver in 5, 10, 30 years, right? Et cetera, even though this is how we've been taught. At the end of the day, debt is debt, whether it's good debt or bad debt. And we need to stop looking at it like it's not debt. Because if you stop paying on it, you're going to find out real quick that house is not yours, that car is not yours. And these are the type of people I have to sit down with and I have to work with. And another thing people don't know about Laana Solutions is I come from the collections background, right? So I'm all about people paying their bills, but I'm about justice. Now, the law of the land sets things up where some of us are in positions where we do need to file bankruptcy, right? But in doing that, we need to learn from our mistake And we need to take the time the next round and try to do it the right way. The only thing you can do that is, like I said, family is being able to sit down, have these family meetings and start to discuss money and not be afraid of it.
Right, without a doubt. Omaha, the Birds of Plus. Like I said, Laana Solution, the Debt Diva, is going to be here every Friday at 1 o'clock.
Yes.
So next week, of course, as you get acclimated, she'll be taking some live shows. So you can hear some solutions. We do not want anyone to suffer in silence.
No, please, especially with debt. You guys, I go in courtroom number 20. Those that are familiar with that, that's the garnish. Garnish your account courtroom if you don't show up to these summons that you get in the mail. And the only people going before the judge are the attorneys for these creditors. The actual consumer is not even showing up because they're afraid, most of them.
Right.
And they don't know what to do.
Right.
We have to show up.
We got to show up. We got to show up and show out. But like I said, education is the process.
Right.
Education is the process, and that's why I'm running for, city councilman. And we actually we're working on a significant plan, regardless if I get elected or not. We want a behavioral movement, and what you're doing is it's a behavioral change.
Changing habits. Oh yeah.
So, but we got to go where people are, and so that's why we created a show. So, Laana is coming to you, and all you got to do is sit down at your computer or your mobile device or in your car to listen.
Please.
Should be taking calls for sure next week, and then if you got something specific going on, you can get it in confidentiality. You don't have to say your name,
and you don't. They can message us, right? They can DM.
Yeah, you can text her and all that stuff.
The show, or you'll have my information where you can call. And I want you to know I work with some of the elites in Omaha, Nebraska, and the surrounding areas. All from the pulpit to the penthouse. I think, am I saying that right?
Okay.
So please know there's no discrimination. And one thing about Laana Solutions, our core value are trust, experience, and results. And that trust piece is huge. If you've worked with me over the years, you guys know not even the pastor is going to have your private information.
Right now. Can I get a couple Hail Marys?
He always got to go there. No, but seriously, it's private information.
Yeah, right now, I'm from a probation officer and confidentiality.
It's important.
I took an oath for confidentiality. I haven't took an oath in a while. The lady made me write with her right hand to God. I said, God, thank you. Oh, man.
And that's why you do what you do. Hey. See, he's teaching us the showman side of things as we try to educate you.
Well, I'm really a shy guy, But behind this mic, I got a little enthusiasm.
Hey, that's your talents and your gifts.
Looking forward to the new show. Much needed information for the community. There you go, brother.
Yes,
appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, financial literacy.
Indeed.
Financial literacy.
We'll talk finance everything. And what we don't know, we'll find out and we'll bring those folks on we need to.
Okay. So if you are an expert in a particular field, if you want to
join us.
Yeah, come through.
You're welcome to come through on Fridays.
We got all these professors around here.
So many.
Y'all need to come out the classroom.
Yeah.
Lecture over here a little bit.
Shout out to Advanced Tax.
Yes,
Martine, if you guys aren't getting your tax done with Martine, you ain't getting them done right.
Right.
Shout out to IT Tax, Irene Tryon. Come on. We got some brilliant people here in Omaha, Nebraska.
Yeah, without a doubt. So that's why we opened up the airway, because growing up, I competed against my neighbors, not my actual neighbors, but my neighbors as far as in school districts. My neighbors made me great. Competition is great, y'all.
It is.
But also networking is also crucial, because you never know what kind of knowledge you'll get from that new person you might meet.
Right, indeed.
But there's a great story, and how we started the station is from, and a lot of people are sick now, and my good friend he's dealing with cancer, and I would love to break stereotypes, and I say stuff on purpose just to make you, and they actually get along. Yeah, we get along.
Come on.
So my Caucasian friend, older gentleman, his name is Steve, and I was knocking on the door when I first started my radio station. I had no money, but my mama taught me to be innovative. She said more than one way to skin a cat. So we used to go to Goodwill.
Come on, yeah.
So I said, well, let me go see where I can get a donation. That's And so I knocked on doors, and I ended up on 50th and Grover.
Oh wow, you were knocking.
And they had a computer store over there, and I told them what I was trying to do, and they gave me a computer, and they fixed it all up, to all the specs, right? And his name was Steve. But then he introduced me to his father-in-law, and his name was Steve. Steve and Steve. I don't know if it's SNL. I'm only watching. I don't know watching SNL or what.
Yeah.
But Steve and Steve. But the older Steve came out. We talked, and he told me this story, and I want to tell the story to you guys because you never know what can happen in a meeting. I never met Steve before, but he told me, and he was older. I love speaking to elders because they got some stories and stuff.
Some wisdom.
And so he told me the story. He said, man, I'm an atom, and you're an atom. ATOMS.
Okay.
He said, atoms fly by million speeds, thousand speeds, whatever it is. He said, every once in a while, two atoms hit and collide. He said, you know what happens there? He said, it creates providence, it creates greatness.
Wow.
And so ever since we met, we've been creating greatness.
Yes, yes.
And so you got to put yourself in a situation where you can collide with another atom, another human, because we're made up of atoms, y'all.
Yeah.
And so give yourself a chance to collide with someone to create greatness.
Yes.
And that's why we needed shows like this, so we can collide with your brain.
Right.
And so you can create the greatness that we need in our community. Miss Laana Solutions, she does it for real. She has a lot of babies.
Yeah. A lot of beautiful babies.
How many babies you got?
I got 6. Well, I can't call them all babies no more, but I have 6.
So
I love the children. And I've been in the children.
And she got to feed her children.
Yes,
she got to feed the children.
Gotta feed the baby. Baby needs shoes.
And only way to do it is to do it right.
You gotta do it right.
My mom always taught me, if someone treats you good, you treat them better. And life is hard when you go out and make it that way. Boy, she couldn't read and write, but she had a PhD in common sense.
That hard.
So you'll get that common sense knowledge here. Foundation information where you can use in your life, but also you can facilitate that same knowledge to someone else.
That's right. Share.
Without a doubt. I'm a yield for a second. I'm gonna let Miss Laana Solutions do her thing. I see Martine doing her best chat. Put a shout out. 6311 Ames Avenue.
Yes, indeed.
I was just over at Martine. She does notary also.
Yes, she does.
If you're a business that needs drug testing, she also does drug testing. If you're about to move. Oh yeah, Martine got you there too. She got you. What? You know what?
You want to talk business?
They needed Martine on what's up on Living Color.
For real, they do.
I mean, all those businesses.
It's not about the Jamaicans. It's about the Martine. It's a new. Yep. We're gonna coin a whole new phrase.
Ain't nobody got nothing. But she from Ghana, a little Jamaican Ghana in there.
Come on now.
Okay, all right. Well, I'm gonna let you do your thing.
Thank you.
I'm gonna stick around though.
Stick around for help. Don't leave me alone. No.
Okay. I'm gonna be real alone, y'all. All right. See y'all later, bit.
All right. Well, I am here, you guys. It's Nicole with Laana Solutions on this show, Your Debt Diva. And I have been like King, I call him King, but William King. I have been talking to him off and on over the years about getting on here and being able to do this show so that I can help. Number one thing I like to do is educate. And in doing that, we don't know it all. We don't have all the answers. But the answers that we do have, I want to make sure that you guys have them. So when you're dealing with any type of money issue, because my expertise is in debt elimination. Let's get that part straight, because I have a lot of people ask me, well, what do you do, right? And one would say financial services, another one will say credit repair, debt relief, And then I started to play around in the end of 2024 and the end of 2025. I was like, well, I'm a coin Tiana Taylor. I do everything. But seriously, I help with debt elimination and credit education. So when I say that, if you are dealing with any type of debt, whether it's good debt or bad debt, I coined it's debt diva for a reason because I am a shark, you guys, when it comes to helping people eliminate debt. And so the credit education piece is a byproduct of the things I've done for so many years in the collection industry. So if you're dealing with tax debt, medical debt, student loan debt, credit card debt, I can help you, whether it's individual or business. A lot of times I've come to find out when you are dealing with debt, who do you talk to about stuff like that? We have spouses that are not even in a position where they can talk to each other when it comes to finances. And as I had mentioned earlier, when I was talking with King, yeah, we can help married couples because these financial conversations need to happen and they need to happen now. And even if it's not happening right now, just set up a date and just start somewhere. I talk to a lot of clients about pulling their last 90 days of their bank account and their credit cards so that you can sit down and look at some of the unconscious spending that we do. You don't have to wait to receive a summons in the mail to be garnished to wake you up. Or here's one around this time of year. When I used to run a tax office for a few years, we would have people come in to pick up a refund check that they would not get because it was offset and it was snatched because of some back child support or student loan debt they owed. And it's so heart-wrenching because you would see these individuals just so excited and so happy thinking that they're coming in to pick up a refund check that would be taken from them because they never took the time to try to work with the IRS or with a tax professional or tax accountant to help them in that area so that they can call a number. You can easily call this offset number and you can find out if your taxes may get taken this year. And that goes for unemployment too. If you're getting any kind of a letter in the mail telling you that you've been overpaid by unemployment, please address that stuff. Because if you don't, chances are, if you have a refund coming or you think you have a refund coming with your taxes, they will take it. And you can set up payment arrangements with the IRS that are unbelievable, you guys. I know people that owe hundreds of thousands of dollars to the IRS. And when I tell you the payment arrangements they have are so low, you wouldn't even think that you can do that. Other clients I've been dealing with that you're starting to have to pay back some of this money from the SBA and you're not sure what to do. They will set up small payment arrangements. There are different forbearances and stuff around that money too. So whether it was I want to say EIDL loan or PPP or whatever you were having to pay back, please don't sleep on this debt. And even with medical debt, a lot of this stuff is outsourced to third-party collection agencies right now, where if the name doesn't look familiar when you get some of this stuff in the mail or someone calls you, don't be afraid to open that mail. Call those numbers and find out who these people are. Because number one, you don't probably owe them. They may be working for the creditor that you owe, but you will never know if you don't open this mail and figure out who are these people. Because some clients can get so backed up into the corner, we just stop opening mail altogether. We're not answering phone calls. We're not looking at the mail. We're not messing with anything. We got to open the mail. We got to answer the phone calls. and at least start seeing if this stuff is accurate. And if you're not sure, call them. Call them back if you missed the call. Find out who this company is and look it up. Write it down. And then you have laws. You have FDCPA laws, you guys, around collection practices. And if they break those laws, you can sue them and they can eat those bills. Where you don't even have to deal with the bill because now you're coming after them for harassing you when they shouldn't be. And these laws were put in place for a reason. So you don't have to be intimidated and be backed up into a wall concerning collections. Because life is truly lifing, you guys. And it's okay to not be okay in the area of finances. But you have to partner up with companies and individuals that are in these spaces so that we can help you. And if anything, educate you. You know, a lot of the answers that you need are just a phone call away, just an email away, just a like away, just an event away. We have so many events and so many nonprofits here in Omaha, Nebraska, and the surrounding area that it's absolutely ridiculous. A lot of us are all doing the same thing, but we all cater to the individuals that I believe we were called to. So even if we're saturated with a bunch of nonprofits that are trying to help build businesses and build wealth, connect with the ones that connect with you. But just make sure that you're building and not taking away. So if that's you today and you're listening in and you know you have some financial constraints, troubles, questions, or concerns, you don't always have to be in trouble financially, right? A lot of people say, well, I don't have no debt, so I don't need you. It's what are you doing with the good debt and the bad debt? So if there's debt, period, well, I don't have any debt. I own my house, I own my car. All right, but we still have resources where we can connect you with wealth advisors, CPAs, tax professionals who can just help you perfect what you're already doing. Because one thing about Laana Solutions, I don't pretend to know it all. But what I do know and what I've been able to bring to the forefront for this city and the surrounding area and other states has saved people hundreds of thousands of dollars over the years. And in the corporate sector, millions of dollars. So I'm not just on here just to be on here, right? I really want to be able to help. I want to be able to educate and enlighten you with maybe what you're already doing that's working, but could be working a little better. Could be taking advantage of some more credits and deductions concerning your taxes. Could save a little more money when you get out there and you start to negotiate and settle some of your debt. So ask away. If there's any questions or concerns that I can help you with today, you guys, let me know. And if you haven't been to my page, it is Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, Laana Solutions. And the cool thing about Laana Solutions is when I was creating my company back in 2008, I was trying to come up with a name, right? And I wanted it to mean something. And I'm not going to lie, when I first came up with it, I was like, Laana, what? How is this going to sell, right? I didn't have a clue, back then in 2008. I was just ready to go. But I was like, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and go with the first initial, first name, first initial of, at that time, 5 of my family members, right? And it ended up being to date 5 of my kids. So L is for Lewis. Shout out to Lewis Ryan. That's my oldest. He's 31. Al Wadu Jr. That's my second. He's 21. Aliana. That's my first girl. She's 18. Shout out to Aliana and her business, Chocolate Blessings. Then I have Noah. That's my 10-year-old. And I have Andre, and that's my 9-year-old. That is where I have created Laana. And then the solutions piece is just a piece of its own. So I'm able to have my hands in all areas of financial well being, but debt relief and credit education is what we hone in on and have for many, many years. So I'm a storyteller. I like to tell stories. They say when you go into networking, if you ever want people to really know and understand your business and what you do, they say tell a story. So if I can tell a story, I would tell you a recent client that I dealt with. I have a heart for the elderly because when it comes to money, I find that they can be taken advantage of, even with loved ones, which is sad but so true at times. I had a gentleman that was referred to me who was dealing with a bill from the Department of Labor, and it was an overpayment for unemployment. Now, here's the thing, this is an older gentleman. The case dated back to when COVID happened, right? And I don't want to say his name, and I'm just going to say that he owed over $10,000, you guys, to unemployment. And he just, for the life of him, could not understand why. COVID was going on. He wasn't able to go back to work, but his employer told the Department of Labor that he was able to come back to work. Now, who do you go to? You've retired. You don't even work. It was his own business. You don't even work that business anymore. And here you are owing over $10,000. Oh, and it gets better. They started to garnish some of his pay. And he was able to be referred to Laana Solutions, right? And Laana Solutions was able to step in and do what I do, which is advocate. I'm a finance advocate. And if you ever watch any of my recordings on social media, you say, it's your girl, Nicole Ryan with Laana Solutions, your finance advocate. I say that, you guys, because I truly do fight for you. I fight, I mentor, I educate. There's answers to whatever you're going through. So back to the story. We sit down, we have a talk, and my thing is I'm about justice, you guys. Nicole means victory of the people. I am so about justice, and I hate the injustices in the financial world. And a lot of it is just people practicing what they do, whether they're, the finance guru of the bunch or not. They're practicing, they're taking advantage of people. So his particular case hit me hard because I knew he didn't owe the money. So I was able to get involved, right? Laana Solutions was able to get in there and find out what was really going on. And come to find out, all we had to do was get a hold of his employer, get the proof around what really happened, and then we got those documents over to the Department of Labor. It wasn't that easy, you guys, but once you get with Laana Solutions, I'm not going to let you have to worry about the legwork that has to be done to get it fixed, right? Let's just say we had to go up the hierarchy with the Department of Labor, but we were able to get the right people on the horn to get things turned around for this older gentleman whose wife was actually dealing with cancer. He didn't have time for this, right? So the $10,000 wasn't just forgiven and cleared up, right? But he also got a refund. So shout out to just one of my clients. We deal with so many different cases, you guys. It's not just about, oh, well, she's just going to help me negotiate these creditors that I owe money. Yeah, we help with that, but it's so much more than that, right? You have people out here saying that you owe them money, and we need to see exactly what you owe and why you owe it, and then just make sure that you get the justice you deserve to get it paid back. So if you are on YouTube, Instagram, or Facebook and you happen to have any questions or concerns, let me know, you guys, because that's what I'm going to be doing on here every Friday. I'm going to jump on here and I'm going to try to answer your questions to the best of my ability. And what I don't know, I do have partners and affiliates that I can refer you to. Okay. And it is, Omaha, Nebraska is blessed when it comes to the financial arena if you tap in. Whether you're a small business, family, or individual, we have a lot of great people out here that care about the people and making sure you get the answers that you need to turn things around. So Laana Solutions is one of them. And if you're dealing with any type of small business debt, individual debt, or you just need your entire family to come on and get things fixed, we do family group meetings as well. Because I know it's easy when it's like, well, you just need to be with your family. You need to have this meeting around finances, or husband and wife, you need to get together and you need to start talking about this. It's easier said than done, right? When you sit down and you really start to talk about, hey, the money you thought we had, we really don't have. As a matter of fact, it's gotten so bad, X, Y, and Z is going on or getting ready to happen here within the next day, week, month, or year. But if we don't start to have those conversations now, when it does get that bad, and this is why I came away from the collection side of things and wanted to get on the other side of things, you are just a number. You are bankruptcy number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You are debt number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they don't see you, who you are at the core, and how many years you paid on that mortgage. All they see is, oh, you missed the mortgage payment. We're coming for your house. And don't let that happen. You need to be able to reach out to organizations and get the help that you need so you're not losing homes. You're not getting automobiles, repoed. There's people in the community that want to help you. Shout out to Candace Price, Home Team Auto Sales. And sometimes we don't know everything, but we know enough of some things that if you allow us to speak into some of the stuff that you have going on, we can actually help. So with that being said, know that Laana Solutions is here. I'm here to mentor. I'm here to educate. I'm here to support, but definitely here to advocate. Because when it comes to finances, Laana Solutions is like that attorney in that industry that's going to do the research, going to do the homework, and we're going to figure out what is going on in your finances so that we can turn it around. Hey, shout out to June Martinez and everything you do in our community with Urban League. I see you. So make sure you tune in Fridays during the lunch hour, 1 o'clock, with Nicole, Dead Diva, Laana Solutions, so we can start getting real about this money situation. One thing I've been speaking on a lot around tax time, and I do this every single year, is making sure that you get a second look. I know a lot of times we like to use TurboTax and get online and use that online software. I'm not knocking you. All I'm saying is you have experts in that industry that will sit down sometimes even for free to take a second look and look at your taxes and just understand that tax liability or the lack thereof. Because even if you don't have a tax liability and you're getting a refund, that's not good. That's all I'm going to say. You want to make sure you're starting to break even, or you're setting that money up where you can get some type of an investment and get a return on that investment. But those are conversations that we have to have, and we have to change the way we see tax time, right? And please, I think I was talking to myself today when I was driving. I do that a lot. I try not to answer myself, but I was saying, please don't take that tax refund and go out and buy a depreciating asset. Please. And if you do decide to do that, Sit down and speak with somebody about it. Don't just run out and do that. We want to make sure we know exactly why, apple for apples, why you got a refund, okay? And I guarantee you next year, you're going to try to turn it around. But in the meantime, that's some of the biggest money a lot of us get for the entire year. And I just want you to manage it wisely, like a high yield savings account, right? Like some investments. Folks think they got to be all the way debt free before they start to invest. Don't believe the lies. You can start investing and trading as soon as possible. You just need the support and someone to connect with so that you can do that and do it the right way. A lot of times we think of high risk when it comes to stuff like that. But until you get the knowledge and understanding you need around money, you're just assuming something that could maybe work for you and your family. Well, just so you know, I'm here and I'm going to be here every Friday and I'm going to start to answer questions and I'm going to start to work around whatever it is we got going on Omaha, Nebraska. And it's not always bad. We have a lot of income flowing through here. If you go up Ames Street, who knows how many banks is on Ames Street? Those banks are positioned there for a reason. We got to do our homework. We got to do our research. Why is there a bank on every corner as you roll up Ames Street? They know we spend, you guys. And a wise man told me spend means to throw out. We got to stop throwing our hard-earned money out. And we got to start to manage our purchases, you guys. And I want to help if you will allow me. It's your girl, Nicole Ryan with Laana Solutions on this show, Your Debt Diva. We need somebody we can talk to so we don't have to be afraid. And I've been blessed to be connected to places like Chariots for Hope, where they help with transportation barriers. You can get signed up there and let them know you need help with a car. They help single moms. Sometimes if it's approved, they can help with like the maintenance fees or maybe the car insurance or getting your car plated. There's other programs through DHHS. Will give you money for down payments on cars. And there's several different car lots you can work with. So on and so forth. But if you don't connect with the right people, you're not familiar with a lot of this stuff that's out here that can help us and kind of get us where we need to be, especially financially. So we're getting ready to wrap up. If you do have any questions or concerns for me today, please let me know. We can get the debt eliminated. I guess I'll tell you another story until King comes back. So I had this one client. This was probably one of the best debt elimination clients I've seen in the 15 years or so that I've been doing this on my own. So normally when a client comes in with debt, I'd like to ask them, what are you trying to get? So let's say they have a credit card and said credit card, you owe about $8,000 on it. And I'll ask, all right, you're trying to get this settled, right? How much do you have, right? What do you have available to get the account settled? And this person was like, I don't have nothing. And I said, okay, so let me get this correct. You don't want to pay anything back on this account? No, I really have nothing to pay. So what can we do to get this cleared up? I said, well, let's go in and let's tell them you don't have anything. I kid you not, they wrote off that whole debt. And it was $11,000. And it was a credit card through Discover. See, what you need to know is that they have an affordable allowance where if they choose to, they can work with you. Am I saying take advantage of this? No. What I'm saying is if the numbers are showing you truly don't have the funds to pay some of this stuff back, then we need to try to work out some type of plan or negotiation that's going to work for you. It's a case-by-case scenario, you guys. Every bank is different. And because of COVID, Most entities now have financial hardship programs. It's privy information they're not just going to voluntarily tell you about. Tap in, because I guarantee you there's some information about out there that you don't know about. And we're not just going to voluntarily tell you, well, yeah, we'll write the whole thing off. It's a case-by-case scenario. But they definitely can negotiate and help you settle. And I know you see a lot of stuff on TikTok, some of it good, some of it bad. If I can tell you anything, it's like YouTube University. It's TikTok University. If you think it can help your case, try it. Get the information, reach out and find out if it's true or not. Or partner up with organizations like Laana Solutions. And we'll definitely try to get things worked out for you financially. But don't get backed up into the corner and be afraid and not do anything. We get IRS debt eliminated, medical debt, student loans. 2024, one client had over 80,000 in student loans gone. And they have different forgiveness options. So even if you don't get things cleared through what Biden approved, you have to understand there's a borrower's defense where some of these colleges have tried to woo you into this debt. Did you realize that you can fight that? It's just a case-by-case scenario. And I'd love to help, whether it's student loans or medical debt. With the medical debt, they have a nonprofit over the majority of these hospitals here in Omaha, Nebraska. A lot of people don't know about. And the heads of the nonprofit make the final decision when it comes to the debt elimination. A lot of information, you guys. I'd love to help. It's your girl, Nicole Ryan, with Laana Solutions, your debt diva. Reach out, you guys. Allow me to help, give you the information and the answers that I have. And like I said, I don't know everything, but I'll tell you one thing, I'll find out for you, or I will connect you with the people who do. King! I'll wait for King to come back. I'm on Facebook right now. I'll see if I can tap into some of these other ones while I have you. He said he gonna let me play some music too, you guys. So if you're from my era, what did he say? We from the 1900s. You will indeed love the genre that I play. And my number, if you're listening and you're not on a social media platform, the local number is 402-817-3049. And the toll-free number, if you're not here in Omaha, Nebraska, because I do have clients in different states, is 1-888-568-6312. And I'll give you that again. Laana Solutions. If you have any type of financial issues, concerns, or just questions, good debt, bad debt, right? Business debt, you can call local Omaha number 402-817-3049. And then the toll-free number is 1-888-568-6312. And I am on all social media handles, Twitter, LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, right? I can go on and on. Just look up Laana Solutions. We are A+ accredited, Better Business Bureau. I just started to really gather in more Google reviews, but you can check my Google credentials as well. I've been doing this for over 15 years out of Omaha, Nebraska. I think I've worked with enough natives where they can speak on my behalf. And just know that I am here and I am a voice when it comes to finances here in Omaha, Nebraska. So whether it's good, bad, or ugly, I would love an opportunity to speak with you, meet with you, and help if I'm able to. All right, I'm gonna go off on live, but I'll stay on the radio for King. I also have my website, you guys, laana.us, LAANA.us. You can get on the website. All right, I'm gonna wrap it up. I got King coming to save me. I was able to get off live, but as far as the radio, I'll let you help us wrap up. I didn't get a chance to announce it flew up under there.
What's that? Okay,
You said we were gonna say something about that.
No, I'll talk about that.
Okay,
I just want to let you guys know. So you turned off all these?
I did. I just hit that end thing on there.
Okay, all right.
I didn't. It was like it locked up where I couldn't really scroll.
Okay. Well, I know it's still recorded. So there we go. That's YouTube. Okay, in stream. That's all. We're about to get out of here, y'all.
Yes.